Hello everyone. In this particular video, we will be solving the problems on critical path method. Critical path method comes under network analysis works. Here, critical path method, it's supposed to be done by drawing a network and calculating a earliest starts, earliest finishes, latest starts, latest finishes for each and every activity. Look at the question what is given here. Compute the earliest start, earliest finish, latest start, latest finish of each activity of the project given below. We have a project here. The given project contains 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 activities. Starting from event 1, ending with event 5. Here events are, we can say it as a nodes. Now what are we going to do? Now using this table, that means look at it, activity 1 to 2, 1 to 3, 2 to 4, 2 to 5, 3 to 4, 4 to 5. These are the given 6 activities. For each activity, they are given a time duration. Activity 1 to 2 completing in 8 days. 1 to 3, 4 days. 2 to 4, 10 days. 2 to 5, 2 days. 3 to 4, 5 days. 4 to 5, 3 days. Now using the time durations and using the network activities, we will start drawing a network for this. Look at how we are going to start a network. First look at the table. 1 to 2, 1 to 3. That means starting node, that is starting event is 1. My activity starts from 1. So how many activities I am supposed to draw? 6 activities, and how many nodes I have? That means how many events? 1 to 5 nodes I have here. So let me draw 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's look 5 events here. Now for each event, we are connecting with their activities. Now, activity 1 to 2. We know that our activity we already discussed in theoretical part. So 1 to 2 activity is connected with arrow. Is it clear? So now we should mention this is the activity 1 to 2, and we should mention the time taken to complete the activity. What is the time taken here? 8 days. So 8 days I am representing on the activity here. Is it clear? 1 to 2 activity done in 8 days. Next activity 1 to 3. 1 to 3 activity in 4 days. Is it clear? So look at it. Starting from first node, that is starting from first event, it calls starting activities. Starting from first event, call starting activities. Now for starting activities, there is no preceding activity. Look at it. If there is no preceding activities, find for the activities, we can call it as a starting activities. Now next activity, what should I draw? 2 to 4. 2 to 4 I should draw as the activity. Is it clear? So I draw 2 to 4 activity with the duration is given as 10 days. So next one. 2 to 5. 2 to 5 activity in 2 days. I will be completing the activity. 3 to 4. 3 to 4 in 5 days. And 4 to 5 in 3 days. So this is the way to draw a given network by using the given activities here. Now what we need to do first here? Now question is, they asked earliest start, earliest finish, latest start, latest finish. To find earliest start and earliest finish, we use the forward pass calculations. To find latest start and latest finish, we use backward pass calculation. Forward, backward. From name itself, we can understand the way of calculations here. Forward way, you start from the beginning active event 1 and we end with the terminal event 5. Is it clear? So in that case, when I start event 1, I must complete the all activities and reach the terminal event there. So this is forward pass calculations. You get that? While doing this, we need to find earliest starts and earliest finish for each and activity. Get that? And backward pass calculations mean I should start end at the 5 node and I should come back to the 1 by finding latest finishes for each and every activities. After finding earliest start and latest finishes, and latest starts, we need to reframe in the given table. Now look at it, how we will proceed to the calculations. First one, forward pass calculations. Forward pass calculations, I am supposed to start from event 1. So event 1, that means I need to find earliest start and earliest finish of activity 1 to 2. If I start activity 1 to 2, I must see the any preceding activities are there or not. There is no preceding activities, so for a starting activity, that is starting activity always will be 0. Earliest start of the activity 1 to 2 is 0. I denote it as E1 because I am starting for 1. You get that? So E1 equal to 0. The reason is there is no time taken to start the E activity here. There is no time is taken for starting activity 1 to 2. Now next one. And similarly 1 to 3 also E1 is 0 only. You get that? To start 1 to 2, 1 to 3, I don't want to wait for anything. I can start immediately. So the starting time for the event 1 to 2 event with an activity will be 0. Now my intention is to find the earliest start of activity 2 to 4 and 2 to 5. You get that? Now I will consider the node E2. I will consider the node 2. I will mention as E2 because I need to find earliest start of this 2. You get that? Now how to find earliest start of the activities 2 to 4, 2 to 5. That means if I want to start activity 2 to 4 or 2 to 5, I must wait to complete 1 to 2 activity. Here 1 to 2 activity can complete in 8 days. That means after 8 days only I can start 2 to 4 and 2 to 5. That becomes what? My earliest start. When I can start the activity 2 to 4 and 2 to 5? After 8 days. After 8 days. Therefore my earliest start of the 2 to 4 and 2 to 5 will become 8 days. You get that? So activity 2 to 4 can start after 8 days only because I need to complete 1 to 2 activity, and I can and similarly 2 to 5 activity also can start after 8 days because that's the preceding activity is 1 to 2. You get that? Preceding activity 1 to 2 should complete, then only we can start 2 to 4 activity and 2 to 5 activity here. Now the next one, E3 I will find. E3 I will find for node 3, earliest start of activity 3 to 4. Now check it, any preceding activities are there for 3 to 4. What are the preceding activities for 3 to 4 here? 1 to 4 activity. That means I need to wait to complete 1 to 3 activity to start 3 to 4 activity. Now what is that? 4 days I need to wait. That means after 4 days only 3 to 4 activity can start. That means the earliest start of the 3 to 4 activity is 4 days. I should wait for 4 days. After that I need to start the activity. Now E4. E4, that means 4 to 5 activity earliest start I need to find it. 4 to 5 activity earliest start I need to find here. How to find E4 here? First check that any preceding activities are there for 4 to 5. What are the preceding activities are there means after finishing the activities only we can start 4 to 5 activity. That type of activities is called preceding activities. Preceding activities are 3 to 4, 2 to 4. That means after finishing 2 to 4 and 3 to 4, then only I can start 4 to 5 activity here. I need to wait to complete those 2 activities again. Preceding activities must complete, then only I can start the new activity 4 to 5. But look at it, I have 2 preceding activities here. Here I have only 1 to 2, 1 to 3, one more preceding activity, easy for me to take and wait for the time duration and I can take it back. 2 preceding activities, that means I need to wait until the completion of 2 preceding activities. Here, let me find the earliest start of E4 means I need to find the earliest, I need to calculate earliest start of 2 to 4, 3 to 5 plus time duration. Get that? The formula says that earliest start of activity 4 E4 equal to earliest start of maximum of earliest start of 2 to 4. What is the earliest start of 2 to 4? E2 plus time duration for E2 4 T1 to T24 comma and next activity 3 to 4. That means E3 is the earliest start. E3 will be my earliest finish of here, so E3 plus time duration, that is plus T34. In this I need to find the maximum case. In this case, maximum E2 is what? 8 plus 10, comma E3 is 4 plus 5. So this becomes totally 18, comma 9. In these two, I need to find the maximum value. What is the maximum value here? 18. So my E4 is 18. When I go for forward calculations, that means when I am starting to find earliest starts there, I need to proceed by, if I have 2 preceding activities or 3 preceding activities, I need to find the earliest finishes of all that activities with the time duration. In that, I need to find maximum of it. In this maximum is 18. So 18 will be my E4. Now I am finding for E5. That means E5 will be my earliest finish of activity 4 to 5. How can I find it? E4 plus time duration. E4 is what? 18 plus time duration is 3. That becomes 21 days. You get that? Now let me put in a calculation space. First, what I done here? For activity 1 to 2, 1 to 3, I find the earliest start is 0. That means first step I need to set E1 equal to 0 because the starting activities earliest starts always 0. Next step, what I need to find? E2. Second case, I need to find E2. E2 can find the way E1 plus time duration to complete 1 to 2 activities, that is T12. This becomes E1 is 0 plus 8, that becomes 8. My E2 will be 8. Is it clear? How to find it here? Earliest finish of earliest start of 1 to 2 activity plus time duration to taken 1 to 2 activity becomes E2. Now I need to find E3. Calculations for E3 will be step number 3. E3 equal to, similarly, activity, look at it. Earliest start of activity 1 to 3 is 0. That means E1 plus T13, activity 13. This becomes 0 plus 4, 4 days. Now similarly, E4 we know that how to find. If I have the values, we need to find the maximum earliest starts there. In fact, equal to E4 plus time duration taken to complete 4 to 5 activity, that becomes 18 plus 3, 21 days. Again, this is the way to find the forward pass calculation. Now backward pass calculations, we are finding latest finish and latest starts by. Let us choose the last terminal, that is last node, that is last event, whatever it is. We may call it as a node, event, or terminal here. E5. Is it clear? So this E5 is 21 days. So I will consider L5 latest finish of 4 to 5 activity, 2 to 5 activity. I need to come from last node. Okay, I need to come from final node here. Final node is 5. Final node is connected with which activities here? 2 to 4 and 4 to 5. That means 4 to 5 and 2 to 5 latest finish I need to find here. The latest finish will be L5 equal to as the same as earliest start of the activity 4 to 5. L5 equal to 21 days because my E5 is also 21 days here. So I need to set En equal to Ln. So here step 1, set Ej equal to Lj or En equal to Ln. Not an issue. Whatever cases we can. So here L5 equal to 21 from this before. Now how to find latest finishes for other activities when you come from backward pass calculation. Now next step for me, L5 is over, I need to find L4. L4 is latest finish of 3 to 4 activity and 2 to 4 activity. Here to find this, I need to go for this particular way. L4 equal to latest finish of Ej, next activity, minus time duration taken here. Did you get that? Now we have look at it. My L5, sorry, look at my L4 equal to L5 minus T time taken to complete the activity 4 to 5. Because my L5 is found for only 4 to 5, right? So that becomes here T45. This is L5 is 21 minus T45 is 3. becomes 18 days. So my L4 is 18 days. If I want to find L4, L5 minus time taken duration to complete 4 to 5 years. You get that? L4 is earliest finish of 3 to 4, but I can consider L4 as earliest start of 4 to 5 as well. Get that? So now what next I have to do? L3. My L3 can find by using L3 equal to, now look at it, 18 L4 minus time taken duration 3 to 4 years. That becomes 18 minus 5. 18 minus 5 is becomes 13 days. So L3 equal to 13 days. Now I need to find L2 now. To find L2, first you need to check from backward what are the activities connected to this 2 to 4. Or else then I note 2 here. To note 2. For that I have 2 to 5 and 2 to 4 is connected. Now 2 to my succeedings for this activity. Now if I want, what I need to do means I must consider L5 and L4 also. Is it clear? My latest finish of the activity equal to Li equal to minimum of latest finish of previous activities minus Tij, time taken to complete that. If that is the case comes here means I want to find for L2 equal to Ij, right, next activities, minimum of Lj. What is the next activities I have? To connect it with 2 here, 2 to 4, that is L4. L4 plus time taken to complete this T minus T1, T2 to 4, comma, next activity 2 to 5, that becomes L5 minus T25. Is it clear? So this becomes L4 is 18 minus 10, comma, 21 minus 2. In this minimum I need to consider 8, comma, 19. So my latest finishes I need to consider minimum value. What is the minimum value in these two? 8 and 19, 8 is the minimum value. So my L2 becomes 8. Just reverse to the earliest starts. Earliest starts, what we have done there? We have calculated maximum value. We have taken the maximum value. Now we need to consider the minimum value. If I have 3, one more activity contained here. For example, 2 to 3 contained also. I need to find 2 to 3 hours activity by using L3 minus time taken for 2 to 3 and to check which is minimum. That minimum value I should consider here. Now I need to find L1. How to find L1? Similarly, L1 equal to L2 minus time taken to complete this activity. What is that? 8 days. Becomes 8. That becomes 8 minus 8 equal to 0. So my L1 will be 0. You get that? My L1 and E1 will be same zeros for the starting activities, and L5 and E5 will be same for the ending activities. You get that? So this is the way to find the terminal. This is the way of finding the backward cross calculations and find latest finishes now. Now what I am going to do? We are taking this all earliest starts, earliest finishes and latest starts and latest finishes into a tabular form and to calculate the final values. Now let us take these values to the table. We have table here. Activity, duration in days, Tij, earliest start, earliest finish, latest finish and latest start here. So now let me take the activities here. What is the activities I have here? 1 to 2, 1 to 3 and 2 to 4, 2 to 5, 3 to 4, 4 to 5. So these are the activities what I have from the network diagram and from the question. Now duration days. So look at it. To complete 1 to 2 activity I have here 8 days. So this I am going to replace 8. 1 to 3 I have 4 days. 2 to 4 I have 10 days. 2 to 5 I have 2 days. 3 to 4 I have 5 days. 4 to 5 I have 3 days. This is already information we have with our prior information. We already have this information with us. Now, how to find earliest and latest values here? Earliest start. Already start of the activity 1 to 2. Earliest start of the activity 1 to 2 is 0. E1 equal to 0. That's what I am going to write here. Is it clear? And for 1 to 3 activity, earliest start of 1 to 3 activity is 0 only. Is it clear? and 2 to 4 I consider. Earliest start of 2 to 4 activity E2, that is 8, and earliest start of 2 to 5 again E2 is 8. Now 3 to 4 activity. Earliest start of activity 3 to 4 is E3, that is 4. And earliest start of 4 to 5 activity to start, earliest start, right? 4 E4, that is equal to 18. So these are the earliest starts I have. How to find earliest finishes? We need to calculate earliest start plus Tij. You get that? So 0 plus 8, 8, 0 plus 4, 4. 10 plus 8, 18, 2 plus 8, 10, 5 plus 4, 9, 3 plus 18, 21. From the table I got it, but from the diagram we already explained how to get it. So earliest start of 1 to 2 activity is 0, we know that. Earliest finish this activity we require 8 days. So that means when I consider finishing activity 1 to 2, my E2 becomes earliest finish only. So that's why we got it 1 to 2 activity earliest finish is again 8 here. So we will get confused only where we are precedings here. Look at it now. 3 to 4. Earliest start of 3 to 4. To start 3 to 4 I require 4 days. So I am starting after 4 days. 4 days. Okay. To finish this 3 to 4 activity I require 18 days. So E4 becomes earliest finish of 3 to 4 activity. E3 becomes earliest start of 3 to 4 activity. Now let me find the latest finish. Latest finish of 1 to 2 activity. Latest finish of 1 to 2 activity. Finishing time. Is it clear? Finishing time I want. So I want to complete 1 to 2 activity. That means I can complete this activity 1 to 2 activity in 8 days. 2 will be the latest finish of 1 to 2 activity. So this becomes 8. Is it clear? So now 1 to 3. 1 to 3 I can complete this entire activity by 13 days. That means my latest finishing time is 13 days. L3 13. And 2 to 4. 2 to 4. L4 18. Latest finishing. To finish latest finish 2 to 4 I can get 18. So next one 2 to 5. To finish 2 to 5 activity my L5 that it becomes latest finish, that becomes 21 days. So now 3 to 4 activity. To finish 3 to 4 activity I require 18 days. That means L4. Latest finish 18. So now 4 to 5. To complete 4 to 5 I require 21 days here. So latest finish is 21. Now latest start. Latest start is what? Latest finish minus time duration of the particular activity. Now I consider 1 to 2 activity. My latest start will be latest finish 8 minus what is my TIG to complete the total time duration to complete the activity 1 to 2 is 8. 8 minus 8 is 0. So from the diagram also you will get same answer. Look at it. Latest start of this 1 to 2 activity L1 is 0 only. So that's what I wrote at L1 here. My latest start of 1 to 3. Latest start LF 13 minus 4, that becomes 9. So latest start of the activity 1 to 3 is 9 days. That means L3 minus time duration what I get it. You get that? So 2 to 4 18. 2 to 4 18 minus 10 time duration. This becomes 8. Now 2 to 5 21 minus 2. This becomes 19. So 18 minus 5. This becomes 13. And 21 minus 3, this becomes 18. So these are the latest start values for the network. Our main intention, that is the end of this problem, is to find the critical path of the network. Critical path of the network. Now look at it how to find here. Critical path. Basically critical path is a path connecting from the first event to last event of longest duration required to complete this project. Do you get it? So now my critical path I can consider in this way. My first terminal, that is first event is 1, last event is 5. I need to connect this by using longest duration. Is it clear? Longest duration. Now 1 to 2 I can travel 8 days plus 2 to 5 I can travel 2 days. 2 plus 8, 10 days I am getting. 10 days I am getting to 1 to 5 to complete this event. You get that? Now another way. 1 to 2 I can travel. 2 to 4 I can travel. 4 to 5 I can travel. 4 to 5 I can travel. Now look at it. 8 plus 10, 18 plus 3, 21 days. Is it clear? Now 4 plus 5 plus 3 is 12 days. Now look at it. What the definition of critical path says means it's a path connecting the first event to the last event, or else first node to the last node, initial node to the terminal node. The path must be a longest duration. Then only I can consider it as a critical path. Now I need to consider here a longest path here. The longest path to reach 1 to 5 is 1 to 2. I am drawing in a double line. So look at it. 1 to 2, 2 to 4. Is it clear? And 4 to 5. Get that? So I can travel 1 to 2, 2 to 4, 4 to 5 with the duration 1 to 2 is 8 plus 2 to 4 is 10, 18 plus 4 to 5 is 3, 21. That becomes the longest duration path for me. The longest duration path becomes a critical path. Therefore, the critical path. So therefore my critical path is 1 to 2, 2 to 4, 4 to 5 because it's a path consisting the first event to the last event with the longest duration. My longest duration, if I go with 1 to 2, 2 to 4, 4 to 5 is 21 days. I need to add all the durations between the activities. 8 plus 10 plus 3 becomes 21. That will be my longest duration. So which gives the longest duration. That path is called critical path. Therefore, critical path is 1 to 2, 2 to 4, 4 to 5. 1 to 2, 2 to 4, 4 to 5. This is your required critical path. Our ultimate goal in this problem is to find the critical path.